I'm not going to debate you, ma'am. I'm just trying to say that gravity really isn't something that's up for discussion. Sheesh.
Don't take it personally. Mrs. Bodenheimer told me in 3rd grade that she didn't believe in air.
Conditioning?
Oh no, air in general. She thought oxygen was a satanic fairy tale concocted by God-hating scientists.
Yet she was in charge of educating you and hundreds of other youngsters.
College diploma goes a long way in a little town, buddy.
All right. Well, up next, we've got a pretty interesting visitor coming in studio with us.
Hopefully so.
Oh, you don't know her?
I do not, but she sent us a ton of emails during the Electroholocaust and said she was a big fan.
All of them say she has a special talent she'd like to share with us and the listeners.
Absolutely, and she'll be coming up after a word from our sponsors.
On the season premiere of the nation's #1 paranormal investigation show, Mission Apparition, Dan and the team find themselves in a sticky situation.
They had to shut this place down after all the accidents. This is Tanner's Taffy Factory, and it's been abandoned since 1991.
Or has it?
There's a lot of EVP activity around. Larry, I think you better go. Larry, go.
I see the last man. I see it.
Larry, move your ass.
It's another can't-miss episode from the show that doesn't miss a thing when it comes to the extraordinary Mission Apparition.
Season premiere tonight at 9 p.m. on King Falls, Channel 13.
That is ridiculous.
We're live, Ben.
I know, it doesn't change the fact that Mission Apparition sucks as much as the channel that shows it.
It sounded pretty interesting to me.
Dan and Larry from that show wouldn't know what to do in a haunted situation to save their lives. Stupid meters and light particles. Oh, hey, I know, let's shoot some night vision so everything looks pretty scary and suspect. Idiots.
You don't have to get hot about it.
Oh, I'm just fine, Sammy. I'm simply saying Mission Apparition is a dumb show made by dummies. For dummies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be sure to direct all your hateful tweets to @KingFallsAM, and we'll make sure Ben answers each and every one.
Get at me, Twitter. #bring it.
On a different note, we have a guest in studio with us tonight. She is a self-professed medium.
Miss Olivia DuPont. See, I knew it was coming.
You're good, Miss DuPont. So Ben tells me you emailed us in hopes of coming on the show?
I was very eager to come visit my favorite late-night AM talk show and maybe help some people with some closure along the way.
Thanks, Miss DuPont. We are happy to have you.
Oh, please call me Golden Owl. Woohoo! Woohoo! What a hoot and ride. You should have seen your face, Sammy. Please, call me Olivia.
Huh. So, you aren't from King Falls, is that correct?
That is, I live a few towns over, up in Big Pine. That's where my shop is as well.
I love Big Pine. I used to go camping there as a kid. It's beautiful and so laid back.
Laid back? I didn't know it got slower than King Falls.
You'll have to excuse Shotgun Sammy here. He's a big city guy.
Anyway, so how did you find out that you had this talent, Olivia, that you were a medium?
Oh, from a very young age. My parents were veterinarians, and we lived in an apartment above their office. So I used to hear so many lost souls, day in and day out.
Lost souls? Well, why were these people hanging out at the vets?
People?
I'm sorry, Olivia. Maybe we've got our wires crossed here. We were under the impression that you were a psychic.
Medium. Psychics are low-life charlatans.
I'm sorry, a medium.
A medium is someone whose sixth sense is so in tune, so aware, that a bridge is made to the other side in which we can communicate with our loved ones.
But again, why were the souls of people hanging out at your parents' vet office?
What does this have to do with people, Ben?
Okay, this bridge that you've built to the other side, is it not for people?
Heavens no.
I'm lost.
Well, I'm one of a kind. I get human interference from time to time. You know, a mother looking to reconnect with her kids, a brother that died in the war. I ignore that. This is about our deceased loved ones, the furry kind, or feathered, or what have you.
Wait, you talk to dead pets?
Harsh, but not incorrect, Ben.
Oh, no. See, I booked you so we could talk about your gift and take some calls from the listeners, but...
We can take calls, Ben.
So to be clear, you have contact with human spirits and you just toss them to the wayside to talk to Fido.
Anyone can talk to deceased humans, Sammy, especially here in King Falls. This place is beaming with activity. Even the two of you could do it if you tried. But nobody talks to our long-lost pets.
I'm sorry, this isn't what we were looking for, Miss DuPont.
Golden owl. Oh, excuse me, boys. This one is coming on strong.
Hello?
Moo. Sorry, boys. That was a rough one. Cassie the cow was crying out. She lived in one of those factory farms, and she is using me to tell the world about her last days in the Cowshewitz.
Okay, folks, we're sorry. Just give us a minute or two so we can get this.
A dog. Forgive me.
Okay, I think we've heard enough.
Wolfington?
This is insane.
Wait, what color is the dog?
Black. Oh, a little bit of brown. He looks like a lapdog, perhaps.
A terrier.
Oh, of course, I can see it now. Oh, he's just wagging his tail, so happy, chasing his ball. Oops! Oh, he's mounting your Teddy Ruxpin Bay.
That's him! Oh my gosh!
Wolfington the Terrier, come on.
That's my dog, Ben. He ran away when I was in grade school.
Ruff, 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 ruff. Oh, he wants you to know that he's fine, Sammy. Wolfington had a good life. He isn't mad that you only ever shared your veggies at the dinner table.
It's all I could do, little buddy. My mom was always watching.
Sammy?
I mean, that's good. It's real good, Olivia. Thank you.
What is going on here? Snap out of it, Sammy. This is obviously a con. Facebook info or something.
I see. What is it? Is it a bird?
Cuckoo. Cuckoo.
Is it a tiny monkey? No, dig deeper. Marsupial!
You aren't buying this,
I
right?
feel a name. Serendipity?
What the hell?
Ben, you all right over there?
Fine. Go on, Golden Owl.
Is it a sugar glider?
It is Serendipity the Sugar Glider. Oh, man.
You can't be serious, Ben. Your parents bought you an exotic animal and the best name you can come up with is Serendipity?
It came already named, man. And no, for the record, we found him. There was a traveling zoo that came through the falls, and the day after, my friends and I found a box down at the fairgrounds, and inside, there was little Serendipity looking back up at us.
He says he's sorry that he couldn't stay. He wishes he did. That mean man with the badge, well, you know how that goes.
How what goes? What happened?
I don't want to talk about it.
He forgives you, Ben.
Golden Owl, I said I'm done. Let's take some callers.
Ben, I'm sorry, but this seems like...
Why don't you just pry your fingers into the open wound of my heart and dig it all out, Sammy? Sweet Jack-in-the-Box Jesus.
You're right. I'm sorry, Ben. Well, King Falls, you've heard Serendipity's story. Now let's hear yours. 424-279-3858. We are live with pet medium Olivia DuPont.
Did he live a good life, Olivia? Was he happy like Sammy's puppy?
Do you not know?
No, what?
I'm so confused here.
Serendipity was a bit of an outlaw. Sugar gliders are illegal to possess in the tri-state region because of the 72 sugar flu outbreak.
Seriously. Okay, guys. I just pulled up sugar gliders on the Googs. Adorable.
They were still illegal. My mom tried calling the traveling zoo, but to no avail. And it wasn't like I didn't want to keep Serendipity. I loved the little guy, but one of my backstabbing friends from school said something to Bodenheimer. I don't want to talk about this.
They took him away?
Mrs. Bodenheimer did. She took him to the office, and I never saw him again. She said she was going to make sure he got back to the zoo. Did he, Golden Owl?
Meow. Meow. Sorry. A calico is summoning me.
Cut the crap. What's this about the man with the badge?
Of course, I heard this all secondhand, Ben. I mean, who's to say exactly what happened? It's from a different perspective than we can understand.
What happened?
Serendipity bit the man with the badge on the drive and was tossed out the window into the river and eventually down the falls.
That son of a bitch. Whose name was on that badge?
It's murky, hard to grasp. Serendipity is jumping from nether tree to nether tree. Oh, I think I have it. G-U-N... Oh, I can't think... D?
I knew it.
Take it with a grain of salt, Ben. I mean, it's just one version, from a marsupial, no less.
He was an awesome possum. I gotta step outside for a minute.
While Ben takes a little break, let's take a few callers. Give us a call, King Falls. Let's talk about your dearly departed, pets.
I am ready.
Line 4, you're live with Sammy and Miss Olivia DuPont.
Gosh darn it, Sammy. I'm really sorry to hear about Ben's little buddy.
I'm sure he'll appreciate the kind words, Troy. I'll be sure to pass them on, buddy.
I got a confession to make that I ain't proud of. I was the reason for the demise of little Serendipity. Such a sweet little fella. I just didn't know that he'd get taken away, you know? For good.
Wait, you're the reason Serendipity was taken away?
Ah, hell's bells, Sammy. I was the one that rolled over on Ben, but I didn't mean for the little furry guy to get taken away. It was just a real kerfuffle on this end.
This explains so much.
Me and Ben was best buddies coming up, Sammy. I didn't want to tell on him, but little Serendipity got frisky one day at lunch and shit on one of the teacher's Mexican pizza. Tough old Bodenheimer cornered me because she thought he was mine. Man, Ben ain't never gonna forgive me. That's deserved.
That's all in the past, Troy. I'm sure someday...
Sorry about that, guys. Someday what?
We're just taking calls from listeners right now, Ben. On the line, we've got Troy.
Hey, Ben. Man, I was listening to the program tonight when I heard Miss DuPont pontificating about the dead animals and stuff.
Now's not the time, Troy, especially from you.
I'm hurting something awful about Serendipity, buddy. How many times do I have to apologize to make it right?
Loose lips sink ships, Troy. The ship of friendship. Have fun on the SS Backstabber. Line 1, you're live on King Falls AM. Prepare your tissues.
Boys, I won't keep you long. This question's for Golden now, is that right?
Yes.
Before my question, ma'am, you might want to work on that name. It might just be me, but it sounds like a sophisticated lemon party for birds. Not that I'm against that sort of thing. Shit, even last
Ron
night...
Begley, ladies and gents.
Alright, I get it. Enough foreplay. Brass tacks, Miss L. How does it work if you didn't particularly own the pet, but you saw it as a kid, grew up near it, fed it, maybe had a Puff the Magic Dragon relationship with it?
He wants to know if you can tap into your unending source of pain and find Kingsley's parents. Maybe tell us how they were harpooned by Japanese tourists in front of Kingsley as a baby and made into sashimi.
Mr. Begley, I'm not sure if that's really in my wheelhouse, but perhaps if you can introduce me to this Kingsley you're referencing?
Well, hell yeah. How can I get a hold of you to make an appointment?
All of Miss DuPont's information is on our website, Ron, or you can check it out on Twitter at...
at ampersand, hashtag, underscore, exclamation mark, ... kingfalls.net. Shut your sweet little trap, Sammy. I got it. I'll be in touch soon, Goal now. But seriously, work on that name.
Other than re-breaking everyone's hearts, Olivia, what do you get out of this?
I'm sorry for the troublesome story, Ben. Not all of them, hardly any of them, end so badly.
So I'm just the lucky one.
Ben.
I'm so glad to hear that not everyone's pet got thrown out of a moving car into Peace River and down the falls by Sheriff Damn Gunderson. That's the silver lining, right?
If it's true.
You get a lot of lying cats and dogs in your line of work, Olivia?
Not to my knowledge.
He did it.
Okay, let's not go making accusations. It could have been any number of deputies, maybe even from a different county. I mean, who can say? Ben?
It was Gunderson. I just know it. He literally damn near spelled it out. Ask him to spell out the rest, Olivia.
He says, Golden Owl, your business license is up for renewal, so don't rock the boat.
Bull!
Olivia, we're going to take another phone call here in a minute. Perhaps before that, you can give us a lighthearted example of a run-in with someone's expired creature.
Well, there was this one encounter with Bruce the Stingray.
A stingray. Now, what's a dead stingray got to talk about?
Well, Steve Irwin, for one.
King Falls AM is a production of the Make Believe Picture Company. For credits, as well as more information about King Falls AM, you can find us on Twitter at King Falls AM, on Facebook, and at kingfallsam.com. Thanks for listening to 660 on the radio dial.